drawing.
Oh yeah, I don't have to save it, do I? I'm just like sketching away.
All good. Someone's here. Vamp is here. The Vamp is here.
Welcome, Vamp.
I'm sharing my Discord side. I'm an idiot. Give me a second. Oh, this is gonna be fun. How am I gonna do this? I didn't think this far through. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if
One thing that's handy is I designed them to be quick to draw, so...
How's it going? We're going good. Going good. So we're... Okay, let me do the little speech, the spiel. Can you hear my buddy here, Pigeon?
Buongiorno. Como estas? Bonjour. I don't actually know how to... Nah, I don't know how to speak your languages. I just say hello in different languages too.
Was it Je m'appelle Dalbo?
Je m'appelle HeadyPigeon4180.
CC 404 not found.
Oh.
Yeah, we do
404 not found.
Yes. Now we're good. You want to share your links and stuff, or what would be the best way to? I can pin it.
I can like just screen cap. I can actually like just copy paste the drawings. Like probably better if it's like just a quick sketch. That way people like know I'm actually really doing it.
Yeah. I'm going to. Do you prefer your tapas or what you prefer? Site.
Oh, tapas would be good. Tapas would be good. Just let everybody know I have the predictive stroke turned off, so that way, so things are a little more stable.
It's all fine. They could hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to DB.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pinned your tapas, so if anyone comes by, they can just follow you there and check out your work.
That'd be fun.
And I think since I'm sketching, I don't need dual screen here. Oh, this is gone. Give me a second. OBS. There we go.
We'll tell you something funny though. To get all of the characters' colours consistent, I actually used to use the Pipette tool.
The what
minimize Autodesk Sketchbook, and then actually pipette my desktop wallpaper.
What is that tool?
I have a desktop wallpaper with all of my characters on them. So like I actually just use the pipette tool on like the desktop itself. This is like the desktop I use. I actually just use the pipette tool and just click the colors. Yeah, because it's already colored in. I just use the pipette tool on the desktop, and that's how I get all the colors every time.
All right, I think we had our first regional word difference. I think I call it the eyedropper tool. I don't know why, but I know you're talking. It's a little thing where you select the color. That's cool, actually. I should probably do that. Make it like a poster, but use it as my color guide.
It's just a really quick shortcut because it saves you having to go to character sheets and like open the document, keep doing it. But like, I found it quite a fun way to actually like get all the colors consistent each time.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart.
If you show your stream like that little desktop I just posted you.
Yeah, I have it here.
Yeah, I actually like put it in the chat just now, and I've just used the pipette tool to get Hawk's colors correct. Just now. Okay, I'll minimize. Close. And that's literally how I get the colors each time.
That's actually pretty smart. Vamp says, I know what you mean. Follow refs, look away. Yeah. So Vamp also does a comic. He actually is getting published.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, he does
a
manga.
Comic, man?
You want to share the link, Vamp? I link friendly right now. And then I'll put it in your chat. Yeah, it's called Vamp the Lost Soul. I think you can buy it too physically. Your Vamp one. Oh, which one? He has more than one. Yeah, the one that's being published, right? You have to redo it, or you can still sell it as the original version. Vamp the Lost Souls. Redoing Volume 1, adding new content. Okay. Yeah, so I think he got a contract to actually publish it, so he's redoing it.
That's
How long
cool.
you been working on it, Vamp? Oh. First thing I like to do when I work on comics. And I think it's from Starfish Face, that's where I got this. Since I was 13. And now it's 24 years of working on it. Alright, minimize this for a second.
You get your time to shine.
Oh, we have done a little bit of collabs too. Let's just say they get a little off the rails with us though. We are each other's spirit animals.
But I'd say this line art quality right now is about similar to what the end of Ice Cream Truck of Doom's line art was like before I understood what the predictive stroke tool was.
Oh, I'm currently rereading it right now, and I'm right there with that red ice cream thing turn white. I was going to ask you about that. It says something about a collaboration or an event that's why you made them red. It was more like an event or something. You made them red.
Yeah, it was the Cone Man was originally red, but I actually sat down on the very last day of a contest. It was called Call to Action, and it was a webtoons contest. And I decided to just give it a go for a bit of free publicity. And on the very last day, I decided to change Cone Man's colour from red to white. And so I had to like wake up super early and just recolor him. And like fill the line art in properly on the original version of the fight scene. In the remake fight scene, he actually summons hench folk. That's actually the original design that he had before I gave him the pink suit. The pink suit came later on in the comic. Whereas when I very first drew Cone Man, he had like a rugby attire and he was red.
Yes, I was like, I want to ask about this. I think I read it the first time we met, and then I'm like, I need to reread it so we have something to talk about on here.
Yeah.
So I was rereading it on lunch, and then you put a note there saying something about the contest, and you changed back to white. I'm like, oh, the event. I was like, I need to ask about this.
It's because Cone Man got redesigned, and it's also why the fight scene got remade. Because when I very first drew him, he didn't have his pink suit. So when I remade Thriller Made of Vanilla, I gave him the pink suit and the proper design that he has now. And then I just had like his reinforcements be like his old design as just a little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when they very first read Thriller, they saw him as like red with rugby gear.
Okay, so right now I just made panels. I broke them, which is why I love Clip Studio Paint. It's designed for comics. Hello, Lux. We're drawing comics today together. See, Vamp also responded. It's on Amazon and Kindle ebooks. Physical copies with Maxam print link. Okay. So Vamp already got over 60 new pages of added content. Woo! This guy's going hardcore. I wish I could get a book printed, but you know what? I gotta say something, Pigeon. Or you prefer Heidi or Heidi, or how do you pronounce your name?
Eddie.
Heidi? There you go.
Yeah. Fun fact about my username. It is a random generated username.
Wow. I'm over thinking it had like a deep backstory.
I had no idea what to call myself, and then I actually just did a random generated username, and it gave me HeadyPigeon4180.
That's funny though.
And it made me think of this really old game. There's a game called Dynamite Heady, and I was like, you know what, I like this, I'll stick with it.
I like the cut of this name, let's do it.
Yeah, so it's like a deep cut to this obscure game by Treasure, and like, it's a random generated username at the same time. Just felt like a weird coincidence. Also, I often have wood pigeons like nestle in like the fireplace. You know, at the top of my house.
Have I ever tell you about my my stupid I don't know what whatchamacallit, some kind of dove, mourning doves were. So over here where I'm at, they only showed up after a hurricane, and so did seagulls. So I thought they were a weird cross between pigeons and seagulls for like years. So like this year, I was told that no, it's a whole different species.
Hmm.
I was like, huh? I'm just dumb.
When I was on sheets of paper, I didn't used to draw like this so much, but because I can rub things out real easy, I actually just like go into the lines and then just rub the lines out that I don't want nowadays.
Digital's awesome.
Yeah, I like being able to rub out ink. It's just beautiful.
Did you have that weird moment where you felt like you were cheating because you were using digital art?
No, because I often actually used to rough sketch similarly to this with pencils.
I remember I just had this weird guilt when I first started it.
No, I used to actually like do a load of lines, and then the lines I wanted, I'd just rub out the ones I didn't, and that's sort of how I did things for a long while. So it sort of just took me back to my roots, and I just did it that way.
Nice.
A lot of people think that I actually draw it on sheets of paper to this day, because it has this sort of like homemade sort of look to it, the art in Octaflow Adventures, but it's actually just me drawing it freehand on Autodesk Sketchbook. But like I don't have the steady stroke turned on because I want to make sure the laptop doesn't like brick again. So
oh yeah, you guys missed it. We had like a whole hour of fighting.
So I'm essentially I'm playing without the auto aim, folks.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I only ever have it if I have it turned on. I have it set to 1. I find that 1 is just fine. It just stops it being as streaky.
I used to have it on like at 100 in Clip Studio Paint, but recently, as of I think this year, I turned it off sometimes. I want those rough lines. Okay, let me just finish setting this text. I'll go back to chat.
I find 1 is just fine for me a lot of the time. It doesn't look too clean, but it looks like how it would if I was like doing it on a piece of paper anyway. Because on a piece of paper, I'm very straight line focused. And very sort of a bit like how Jack Kirby was.
Oh, Jack Kirby.
Yeah, he actually made his art style is basically based on being able to draw it quickly and get it done on time. That's literally where his art style comes from, and I actually love it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to chat here.
Kind of one thing that inspired me to like go with straight lines more than like round circles so much. Because a lot of modern art styles are like round and like quite kawaii.
My current style, straight, angular.
Yeah. But what's fun is I don't actually do the hat with like the compass tool a lot of the time. Because I just got so used to doing it without. I literally just draw the whole hat like freehand each time anyway.
I have not showed it because I think I lost it. If you have it, I would love it.
It's in the it's in the little text box.
Oh no, I'm talking about me and Vamp drew Kermit the Frog versus I forgot who, but it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. Let me add this to you.
Oh.
Open this back up. There we go. We're back. Sorry, I was setting tech. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get it for us. No, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Jack Kirby. Like my current inspiration now is Bruce Timm from Batman the Animated Series, which is just an evolution of Jack Kirby.
Quality series.
You never watched Batman the Animated Series?
I think I've seen every episode. I've seen every episode of the Superman animated series, believe it or not.
Yeah, same guy. Well, same art direction.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, do you like to put your text in first, or do you put your text in after you're done drawing?
I go either or a lot of the time. It's whichever one comes to mind first.
I recently got this tip from a video from Starfish Face. And then she said, like, put the text in first so you know where not to draw. And put too much emphasis on it. I was like, I love that. I don't want to draw over anything important. or write over anything. Oh no!
Gosh, this reminds me of how the comic used to look about a year ago, which is quite funny.
I'll say I do got mad respect for people that can keep going, because I have this thing where like after a year or so I'm like, I'm done. I don't know what it is. But I need to fix that. I need to be committed. I need to be like Vamp. Committed for 24 years. Because I do enjoy it.
That is serious commitment.
Yeah. It's not like I don't enjoy it. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. I think I just want to start a new project.
I know the feeling. Like Ice Cream Truck of Doom was like, I started a bit rough with it, so like there's bits that I'd sort of need to redo before I actually like publish it.
Yeah.
I know for certain I'll be making We Come in Theatres as a print book. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be the third Hawk and Flow adventure, is We Come in Theatres. There's Ice Cream Truck of Doom, which is the first one. There's Field Day, which is the second one. That's a crossover with a comic called Space Pack. And then the third one is We Come in Theatres.
We Come in Theatres.
Yeah.
So what is Hawk and Flow really about? 'Cause I know you're talking about magic, adventures. Is it more like a superhero or more like an adventure story?
It's kind of this sci-fi adventure series. It's got some elements of superhero comics in it, but there's no secret identities or like people in costumes.
Yeah.
So it's an action comic. If it wasn't played for laughs, it would probably be like probably like just this advanced sci-fi comic, because basically there's this stuff called Zerbicadium, and it grants people the ability to cast magic and spells. And so every corporation in this like dimension called Twistverse is after the stuff. And there's just a load of space wars. And basically, Hawk and Flow, they just wander about aimlessly. Because they're homeless people. And they just sort of like walk right into it.
Kind of gives me like One Piece vibes with that description. They really just walk into like a revolution.
I've actually watched. I've only watched a bit of One Piece, but like my friend from Scotland has seen every episode.
I have to. I'm currently caught up, waiting for the next batch.
I respect anyone who can get through all of One Piece. I really do.
I tell people One Piece, it's long, but when you're watching it, it feels so short. Because you get so invested. It's just really good world building, and then I would say what I appreciate from One Piece is that any little character, even if you think it's like minor or one-off just for the plot, comes back as an important thing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of payoffs.
Early Hawk and Flow adventure stories are very much about like stuff in the Milky Way galaxy, because there's so many planets that have been blown up because all the space armies were like fighting. There was like 2 great galaxy wars, and so there's not that many places to go in Twistverse in the first season of Hawk and Flow Adventures ever. They're just stuck in like the Milky Way galaxy for the most part.
Nice. And do you have a planned ending, or you're just winging it as you go?
Bit of both.
Bit of both. I think that's the best mix, to be honest. Like, have a plan, but be willing to be flexible.
There's lots of different villain factions. Like, the very first one was the Fast Food Nation. And they had like the Dribblers, which were like these ice cream monsters that ate people. And Field Day, the second one, has like a villain faction called the New Order 1. They were originally the Earth Defense Force that the galactic government made to try and stop the space militaries that were going to like come to the Milky Way galaxy. But instead they ended up creating like a a rogue military faction that Hawk and Flow have got to clean up.
Sounds about right.
Like the Fast Food Nation was originally a government experiment that then like set up a business and then got a load of money and then just funds its military. The New Order one is similar. Like the government created them in the Milky Way galaxy, but then they just had like a business that they did to fund their operations.
Nice. I'm trying out
There's
some
villains
poses.
that come into it later called the Avilian Army, and they're actually one of my favorites.
Oh,
But
he lost it.
basically, what would happen? Though, what would happen if like a really crappy video game company ran a space army? That's sort of the idea behind them. But like you'll have to like stay tuned for that one. We're on field day and we're halfway through it at the moment.
Nice. I am still at the beginning of my new one.
Oh, okay.
But I just started. It was supposed to be a pilot, but I guess I've been doing it on stream and we've just been having fun, just like collaborating with Chad and everybody to work on little things. Like we have so much fake product placement.
I love fake movies and TV shows and like just random movies. Like if you've ever watched The Lost World Jurassic Park, the best part of the movie is the dinosaurs go into the city and there's one scene where they burst through a video store and there's Arnold Schwarzenegger as King Lear and Robin Williams as Jack and the Beanstalk.
It's nice. Just funny because they're owned by a big company that could use real movies.
Yeah, like I'll actually like just Google it real quick because it's just really funny, and you can see both of them. You can see both of them side by side sometimes. Yeah, it's this one from Reddit.
Let's see what we got here.
The one on the left is King Lear, and the other is Jack and the Beanstalk on the right.
Alright, I'm gonna share something here. This is what me and Vamp were talking about. We can't find my side. I looked for it. I did the Disney side.
Oh, wow.
I told you we're the spirit animals.
He's obsessed with that Banjo and Muppet Babies.
Yes, he is. But it's dual disc now. I think you're ready for this, Mickey.
Thank you. Duel.
Mm-hmm. And then, what was it? I think I drew Mickey Mouse with Sly for the Sky Dragon, but it had, what was that one actor? Yeah, Tim Curry's face. It had Tim Curry as one of the faces. And I don't remember why, but we did that. That was us.
While I'm on the subject, I'll actually draw a dribbler and like a New Order 1 party trooper so people can see what they look like.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll just do that real quick.
Right now I'm just roughing out the poses.
Yeah, I'm actually drawing all this freehand, by the way. I don't have my steady stroke on because Autodesk was a bit weird earlier.
Yeah, we're dealing with technical difficulties.
Yeah, if it's just Autodesk on its own and like just a song in the background, I tend to be fine. But like, it will freeze if I forget to turn it off and I like color it in with a different color.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about Freakazoid, and he came up because he was so extra on that episode. Did you ever watch Freakazoid? Chimpanzee.
His brain is overloading. It has a chocolate coating.
Yes.
I've seen every episode.
Nice. Also, Bruce Timm apparently before he got his hands on DC.
Yeah, they actually sort of stopped it because they got sued by the creators of the Madman comics.
Oh, really?
That's part of why they stopped doing it. Freakazoid was a bit too similar to Madman.
Huh. The
So
more you
that's
know.
why that did about 2 seasons.
Copyrights at it again. Taking away all our favorite shows.
Yeah, was a great show. I remember he used to transform into Freakazoid by saying freak out, but then it was like, nah, we'll just have him be Freakazoid the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know if we can say freak out on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so every comic book artist has their favorite character to draw. Which one's yours?
To draw.
Yeah, and there's a way to tell when you're reading someone else's book, and I'll tell you the way.
How can you tell?
It's the one with the most amount of outfit changes.
Alpha changes.
Yeah, if they take their time to give them a new outfit, it's usually their favorite character to draw.
Oh, well, Hawk and Flower have the most outfits in the series.
So you love drawing them, or did you break the cycle?
I have lots of characters I like drawing, is the honest truth. I quite like drawing Lacey.
Lacey is what is the plan with Lacey? Because she believed in magic and.
Oh, Field Day sort of is actually in the mid. Actually, has told some of her backstory, but basically, she was the daughter of the president of the galaxy, and she was once the world's best skateboarder. But as a kid, she was taught like military training, so she'd be ready for all the fitness tests and stuff. But then, basically, after the government failed with the fast food nation, and then failed with the New Order 1, they abducted Lacey off the street and ran an illegal weapons development project on her.
Oh, and that's why she can summon an actual electric guitar.
Yeah, that's why she can do it. It says very early in Ice Cream Truck of Doom it was a shady government experiment, which is how she got it.
Yeah.
But basically, her dad ordered her to actually get abducted off the street and then turned into, like, somebody who can defend them. And because Lacey had superpowers, she basically had to give up her dream job. Because, you know, she's a skateboarder that can fly now. And she just lost all passion for it when she was able to fly.
It's crazy.
Because part of the fun for her was being able to climb the mountain. But if you could take a helicopter up to Everest, it's like, why climb Everest, you know?
It's true. Lower this down a bit.
But yeah, there are parts of Hawk and Floor Avengers where you just sit there and you think to yourself, why did the government bother with the Weapon Y program?
Why?
Because it kind of just created so many other problems in the process. Like, there's a flashback to the first Great Galaxy War. And basically, this rogue corporation called X basically tried to attack the biggest space empire in Twistverse, and they crippled them to shreds. And that was basically another failed attempt at trying to create something that could defend themselves.
To be fair, that is how the government kind of works, though. They create more problems than they solve.
That's kind of the commentary. It's like, because Hawk and Flower are around, if you stop and think about it, they'd have been able to handle it. But, like, they ended up making more problems. The only thing they really did right was give Lacey superpowers. That's about it, if I'm being honest.
They're like, relating to certain things that are going on in the UK right now. That's all I'm saying. That's from Vamp. But no, I think just a government in general, like just in general, is.
Kistam
That's
is
what
terrible.
they do.
He gave away the Chagos Islands.
No.
That was an overseas British territory.
Oh, this is real stuff?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
there's a difference between Britain, United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, etc. There's Great Britain, which is England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales. And then there's the United Kingdom, which includes the overseas territories. Places like Bermuda, or formerly the Chagos Islands, or Gibraltar.
So that's how you know I'm American, because I don't know this.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So Hawk and Flo are technically British because they were born in Bermuda.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's just off of the coast of North America, which is quite fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The more you know, the more you know.
Yeah. Part of how I came up with Hawk and Flo Adventures is Hawk and Flo originally were people on like just a random stranded island. And I mistakenly thought as a kid that Amelia Earhart disappeared over Bermuda.
Well, that is the creepypasta about her, essentially.
Yeah, that's where Flo actually gets her middle name, Flo Amelia Alcon. Because she's named after, it's actually from Amelia Earhart. Her birthday, the 20th of November, is the same birthday as Loris Bonny, who was the first woman to fly from Scotland to Australia.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
You have really cool names. I'm just like, what sounds cool? I go with the Stanley alliteration.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the Stanley alliteration.
Just easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then I try to come up with like a Spanish pun in their name. That's my other language.
Okay.
Detached. Let's see. Shmee. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Vamp. With Bug when first did the manga. Oh, same with Bug when first did the manga. Yeah. Sorry, I speak Vamp, so I can translate his messages.
Okay. Yeah. That's handy.
Yeah, we both had a thing where we just type really fast and we just make word blenders. I'm like, oh, I know what you're trying to spell. Got bad dyslexia. Yeah. Ah, there he is. Is he? He's an ice cream cone in a cone.
Yeah, they come in different colors, dribblers, because they have different like abilities. The white ones were the very first dribblers that were ever developed. The red ones, when you take one red one down, another two take its place.
Hydras.
The green ones, they run extra fast, and the blue ones breathe fire, but they don't have the regen.
I got thumb on the wrong. Yeah, thumb's on the wrong side. You ever have to like pose yourself to figure out how things are supposed to go?
Yeah, I did that for Thriller Made of Vanilla, actually.
Let's go.
I actually took a picture of myself holding up a sword and actually used that as reference. Because I just got really stuck.
Same.
Thriller Made of Vanilla was hard. It was over like 80 panels in the end for just one chapter. Yeah, Webtoon's like long chapters, and it was for the contest, so I ended up like doing about 86-ish panels. It's not, I don't think that's the exact amount, but it's over 80. Anyway, I'm just going to draw head of a party trooper next.
No problem. I'm figuring out why this thumb looks wrong, even though technically it's right. I'm literally doing the exact same pose, down to the hip.
Sometimes the camera can distort the photo. That's why sometimes if you take a picture and then you try using it as proper reference, it can sometimes look a little bit off. Because sometimes the lens will distort the image.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just trust my gut here and just leave it kind of blank, and I'll come back to it because I'm just roughing out the pages. It's bad. It's made. I made Vampanese, and Bug speaks it. Yes. It's all groovy.
So because I can't share everything as I'm drawing it, I'm just going to show like a little work in progress of the party trooper I'm drawing.
No problem.
Yeah, which is right here.
Nice. Like a scuba
Yeah.
mask or a gas mask.
It is a gas mask. There's this really old, really awful arcade game called Revolution X starring Aerosmith.
Really?
And they have villains in them called the New Order Nation.
That's great. That's wild.
And that's where the idea for the New Order 1 came from. There were these villains in gas masks and yellow boiler suits, and I decided to just do my own version of it. And then years later, my friend showed me AIM from Marvel Comics, and I just laughed at the fact that I got the inspiration from this random stupid arcade game.
Yeah. Also, there was a dumb game that I love, even though it's terrible.
The plot to Revolution X is bonkers. Basically, this totalitarian military has taken over the world, called the New Order Nation, and you have to team up with Aerosmith in order to defeat them.
Well, that sounds like a good plot to me. That sounds crazy.
And the original arcade game itself isn't bad, because you've got it's a light gun game, and you just get these huge guns, these huge sort of light guns, and you just shoot stuff, and it runs well enough. But the console versions are really
janky.
Yeah, it's one of those. The original arcade game wasn't bad, but the console versions are infamous for how bad they are.
And I think back in the day,
Baby years ago actually listed it as one of the worst video games ever made.
But does he sing "Dude Looks Like a Lady" as his finishing move?
Funnily enough, yes, that is in the game, and it is a thing.
Nice. It gets a 10 out of 10 now for me.
If you 100% the game, you actually get Walk This Way.
Walk this way.
But the best part of Revolution X starring Aerosmith is that they play Love in an elevator. In an actual elevator. In crappy elevator music style.
Nice.
It's the best part of the game. You're just in this elevator, and then all of a sudden Love in an Elevator plays with these really stupid violins. And it sounds really tacky, and it's just perfect.
I need to check this out now. I know there's a Michael Jackson game that I knew about, but not an Aerosmith.
Moonwalker.
Yeah.
That's another game that was different in the arcades, but when they ported it home, they changed it. Although Moonwalker was a completely different game when it was ported to Mega Drive, Genesis in America.
Yeah, I think a lot of the ports are bad because I think consoles weren't as strong as a cabinet yet.
Yeah, so you ended up with the same name, different game.
Yeah.
Revolution X was mostly the same game, but it was just bad. The home console ports were just bad. It did well in arcades, and they thought about making a sequel to it with Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rap group.
Oh.
Yeah, but they cancelled it because the console versions were so poorly received, so they had to just shelve it. But we were gonna get Flavor Flav helping us fight
Flavor Flav. You know what time it is, aliens? Time for you to go.
I think that was the idea they were going to go with, or something like that. It would have been like you and like Flavor Flav like trying to defend the world again from something, whether it was going to be the New Order Nation again or like just some random other silly enemy.
I would have paid to play that. Watch that. Maybe made.
Because like in Revolution X, you end up like fighting ninjas and slime monsters.
This is starting to give me Kung Pao vibes. Enter the Fist.
Oh, the ninjas look exactly like they're from Kung Pao. It's so cheap and hilarious.
I love that movie. I know it's terrible, but I love that movie.
I don't blame you. It is a fun movie.
It knew what it
It's
was.
a bit like
and it
Shaolin
didn't.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Shaolin Soccer's like kind of wonky, but it's like just funny at the same time because of how random it is, and it's like, why is it doing that?
Trying to draw a very cartoony face, going, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you even share my screenshots, or are you?
I'm still just like sketching this head of a party trooper so far.
Oh, Zach's here. Want to say hi to Zach?
Hello, Zach.
Real late
Thanks
for me.
telling me.
Hope you crazy kids are having fun doodling. Gonna watch the VOD in the morning. Yeah, and I'll say, hey, Hetty. I'm just call you Pigeon. It's just one of those names that gets stuck in my tongue. The Pidge.
You can call me Pigeon. I go by either. Lots of people just call me Heady.
Yeah, it's just one of those names that just. I think it's my accent, since I have two. Sadly, I'm bilingual.
I'm single lingual, and I only just got the hang of my own language.
Alright, that's what I tell people. I live in a country that speaks English. I'm still figuring it out.
I still learn like random new words that I didn't know existed. Like there's ut, which is a musical note.
Oh, really?
Ut, U-T, is an actual word. It means musical note.
That's crazy. Bug swings
I used
both
to play
ways.
Scrabble with my aunt. And I used to like learn new words that way.
I need to start reading again because I learned a lot of words just reading. But times are tough. I've just been busy with work and stuff.
I was busy earlier this year because my aunt actually passed away this year.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah. Was rough, so like my activity kind of fluctuated a bit when I was this year. I ended up just saying I might need some time away and I ended up just taking about a month away.
Yeah, they just need time to
just sort some stuff out. I ended up I actually ended up burying her. I actually buried her ashes. The family arranged it, but I was the one that actually knelt down and like put the ashes in the grave.
I guess you're really close to your aunt.
I was, yes, very close. I used to like visit her at least once a Friday.
Nice. Bam says I should learn Cockney slang, the true English way. Do you know what that means?
I sort of do know what you mean.
I don't know what that means, but I'm curious now.
Rocket Raccoon in Marvel Comics is meant to have a Cockney accent.
Cockney British? I don't know. I don't even know it. I can't even do a real British accent.
Whenever I read like Rocket Raccoon comics or like comics he's in, I always picture Jason Statham as like his voice. Yeah. Like to me, Jason Statham's voice is actually how Rocket Raccoon sounds in the comics. Yet in the movies they went with like Bradley Beal or something.
Bradley Cooper at it again.
Bradley Cooper, thank you.
Yeah, that was one of those casting. I'm like, why did they go with him? Nothing wrong with him. I just don't see Rocket in him.
Yeah, because like kind of feel like Jason Statham would have been perfect. Because if you've ever seen like Jason Statham movies, he sort of is Rocket Raccoon, but like just not a raccoon, like a person almost.
He has the personality of Rocket.
Yeah. And that he's like quick-witted and like thinks on his feet. And has military training a lot of the time in his movies.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, that's literally Rocket Raccoon.
I think just at the time, Bradley Cooper was like riding a high horse or like riding a wave of just being a popular actor.
Yeah. Because the Hangover movies.
Yeah. And then he had some action movie he had.
Hmm.
He has a nice range, but it just, to me, it just felt like an odd casting.
It was a bit.
The true way of saying Wanka is Wonka. Huh? Well, you know. So Willy Wonka, huh? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'll give you an obsolete swear word that's not even offensive anymore. Tallywhacker.
Tallywhacker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it so much it becomes an
meant.
insult again.
It's not an insult anymore because like nobody ever uses it. It's like it's just an obsolete swear word.
Oh. Vamp, are you teaching me bad things? This arm over here. Yeah. I might make the map a little smaller. Roar! Hear me roar.
I'm in the habit of clicking like Control S to save things, but like I don't actually have to save any of this. They're just like random little quick doodles.
Yeah. I think we covered mostly everything I like to ask people when they do comics. I guess you said Jack Kirby's a big inspiration for you.
Yeah.
Who would be like a writing inspiration for like how you're telling your story?
Writing inspiration.
Like the way you like to pace or set arcs up.
That's a tough one. I have like a lot. It's like there's so many that come to mind that I kind of like. My head's kind of like it exploded a little bit.
Sorry. I asked the real questions on Darkbug, drawing and talking to comics.
No, it's fine. I love the Twilight Zone actually.
Ooh.
I was like a big fan of the Twilight Zone growing up. I actually had like the full box set of like the Twilight Zone on like DVD.
I had a figure that I used to use actually as my my drawing doll.
Yeah. I kind of pictured Twistverse being a little bit like the Twilight Zone. But like I named it Twistverse after I actually did name it Twistverse after the Chubby Checker song.
Nice.
That is actually true. Well, some people joke it's like, oh, Twistverse is Chubby Checker's favourite place to hide, and it's like that actually is where the name comes from. I think Bravo 1102 said that on the Duck actually. That was an actual reader comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Catch up.
So shout outs to him for saying it.
Yeah, shout out. You're a real one.
Yeah.
I say,
He makes a comic called Interstellar Battle Girls, and he uses like action figures and photographs them.
Oh.
Yeah. Can look interesting at times.
I should check it out. I'm trying to get back into reading comics regularly again, webcomics. I just dropped off a while ago.
Yeah, I had to drop off because I ended up, well,
yeah, with the
all.
funeral.
Yeah. I was like visiting every day as well. My aunt was like on a hospice.
Yeah.
And she had a brain tumor, and I was just visiting every day.
Yeah, you gotta take care of it. You gotta take care of it.
Yeah. So that's why, like, if you go through the archive of Field Day, there'll just be like a random month where there's very little in terms of uploads. It's because I was like visiting every day in the hospice.
A Womble? Oh, sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Yep, everyone in Iggy. Okay. No, but yeah, like sometimes you gotta take time for yourself and rejuvenate. And at least you kept working on it when you came back. Like, do you just really want to tell this story, or you just really love making it?
I love making it. Earlier you said your favorite character, the author's favorite character, is the one that has the most out.
Yeah, that's usually like the way you can tell if you don't know the person.
One character I actually love drawing is Professor Crazy, but he's not in it yet. He shows up in We Come in Theatres, like the third one.
Nice.
That's part of why a lot of stuff from the third one's on my mind right. Because like, he's basically a liquid. He was a mad scientist that was abducted by aliens and then experimented on and turned into like a liquid alien.
Liquids.
Yeah, so he has to walk around in like bodysuits, so he's able to like walk.
There you go. You can have an excuse to give him multiple outfits now.
Yeah, and his outfits are just really fun. Like, his liquid space alien bit looks like this. It's actually quite quick to draw, so I'll just like post that for you real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
So like as the actual liquid, he's just like a green liquid with like a smiley face.
Perfect. 10 out of 10 design.
But like his bodysuits are always like really wacky. Because he has eccentric taste. So he has like a glove. One of them, he's got like a glove on his head and like a cape. I'll try and draw that. That'll take a little longer. But like, when I used to draw in A3 books, I used to like shortcut and just show the liquid form of Professor Crazy just because it saved time.
Yeah.
Because it was just quicker, and it is actually how he looks anyway.
Sorry, I'm playing on my
I actually drew it for 30 Days of Characters a long time ago. That was on Comic Fury.
Oh, I'm currently on there now. I'm just testing the waters. But that's where I put the actual page version, like the one that we printed, and then I just translate it to Webtoon now.
Yeah. I've not drawn his bodysuit in a long time, so you're gonna have to like give me a bit of time on this one to see if I can remember it.
You take as long as you want. So, in case you didn't know, I usually stream for 8 hours, so we got 8 hours to kill if you want to be here for 8 hours.
Fair enough.
But I know most people can't, so I was like, don't worry, I'll be here.
I've got Stand Bankers to make, which is like this really long chapter of Hawker Flow Adventures. It was an award for because there's this site event called Inksgiving on Tapas.
Oh yes, I've done that before.
And one of the awards, one of the awards was I would draw Bandstand Bankers. I thought about deleting it from the comic that as like a deleted scene, but then thought, you know what, it'd be a good extra. And it's basically everybody's doing this online gaming mission, and it's a really hard mission, and they've got like loads of guest characters cameoing.
Mm-hmm.
I had some friends that were like willing to like just do a cameo appearance within the comic. So like there's about 15 or 16 different comics all playing like this random, really, really hard online mission.
Nice.
And like almost everybody basically just gets blowed up in the first couple of seconds.
Sounds about right.
How hard it is.
The greatest crossover in history.
It's actually made me chuckle a couple of times.
That's good. You know what's funny if it makes you laugh?
Yeah. I was making good progress, and then there was this one joke I wrote where I just started laughing for about 10 minutes.
All right, Vamp. Thank you for coming by. We'll see you next time. But I'll try to share you his links and stuff in the chat after this. Check out his stuff. What's up, Igni? You know what? Let me do a battle royale since everybody's here. And we like to gimbal. Battle royale.
I actually played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds once.
Oh, really?
And the truth is, didn't really like it. I was kind of bored. But on one level, there was this random pickup truck. And I basically just got in the pickup truck and started driving around aimlessly. But before then, I actually picked up some ammo and a gun.
Nice.
I basically just got in this pickup truck and I found this little outhouse. And I just drove around in a circle on this little outhouse. And I was like, one of only 2 people left. The other person was stuck in the outhouse and he couldn't, he had no ammo. Whereas I had like a full clip.
He was screwed, as we like to say in the States.
But I basically thought, I could win this, but I don't really like this game. So it would mean more to the other person in this little outhouse if they just somehow won it.
Yes.
So I crashed the car on purpose and let them win.
What a nice guy. What a great fellow you are, Pigeon.
It ended up being funnier.
Yeah. I'm drawing this Tim Burton hair that I love and hate all at the same time.
Tim Burton?
Well, the hair. I gave her curly hair, but I make it like the Tim Burton swirls. Very angular.
Okay. Very Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah. I try to make sure it's not like super repetitive.
But this one's like a bit rough, but basically this is like the most common face of Professor Crazy's bodysuits is like he's got like this sort of Muppet look with like a glove on his head.
Alright. There we go.
Like
yes, I love this guy. This guy's great.
I always wanted to make like a live action Hawkfall Adventures movie and just like translate the stuff from the comic and do it literally. Because I always thought it would just look really funny.
Just have like real people wearing these silly outfits.
Yeah. In Field Day, there's actually a joke. There's a running joke throughout that story where Hawkfall are like anthropomorphic bird people, and they're in a world where there's no like anthros. So what happened was when they went to this world, people just thought they were in bird costumes.
Nice. It's great.
I always thought in the TMNT movies, you know how Raphael do all this trouble like getting a trench coat, like all that. I thought realistically people would just think it's a costume.
Honestly, yeah.
So I sort of like just did that as a joke in Field Day. But I always thought like, what if we just literally took that from the comic exactly as it is and then make it really...
You should do like
actual bird suits.
You should do like really bad Photoshop version of them and make it a panel too, like in the real world. Yeah, what place is this? I don't know.
Professor Crazy would be so funny in live action because he wouldn't be CGI'd. We'd literally just be like, have people green screened behind like all of this like plastic tubes and like puppetry. Because he sort of walks really strange in the comics.
The Jim Henson puppet, essentially.
Yeah, he kind of walks around like he's a Jim Henson puppet. Because he's a liquid alien that struggles to walk because he needs bodysuits. So like taking the Jim Henson approach would be perfect.
Yep. Have you ever watched Bobo?
Yes.
I was thinking of Jelly Jiggler.
I love the gag where they're doing Cinderella.
I like the talent show gag.
Oh wow, that's a
With
funny
the
one. I love the one where the Sun Guy and Bobo argue over who's party animal, and all their stories are just really.
Yeah.
They're just crushingly depressing, but then after you're saddened by the story, you then just think that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I'm serious, Patch.
Yeah.
The freaking Dragon Ball Z reference. That show's wild. Oh, Igni says hi. The true Igni.
Hello, Igni.
Says, we are comic artists. If you guys curious, this little corner up here is what they're working on. We had technical issues, so they're just sharing screenshots. I'm gonna lower the opacity of this one. Okay, I think I'm ready to move on to another panel. I'm just roughing everything out.
Gosh, it's actually been years since I've drawn this character. Like, wow, I have so many characters.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually for like this series, I might bring back a lot of my old webcomic characters as new, like the designs, but bring them in as new characters. I have like a pile of like abandoned comics. I'm like, all right, guys, we're recycling you guys. Let's do this.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Let me read my script here a little bit. I have a horrible memory. What's your normal update schedule? Just whenever it's ready, or do you have like a weekly thing?
I normally upload every Thursday. Bankstand Bankers has been the exception though, because of just how hard that chapter has been.
Oh, right now I'm doing like bi-weekly, but you think it's better to do weekly or just whenever you can?
I do weekly usually, but the reason it's Thursday is because in the comic, when I very first created it, there was a running joke that whenever the supervillains try an evil plot or like try invading, they do it on a Thursday.
Oh.
And that's where the upload schedule came from, to do it every Thursday, because the villains would always like show up on a Thursday.
It's funny, actually.
I think we have like one joke where one villain shows up on a Saturday and like everybody's shocked and appalled.
How could you? We had a deal! We show up on Thursdays so that we can clean up Friday and have the weekend off.
Exactly!
Get out of here!
I mean, Professor Crazy always like... he has a strange relationship with Orcaflow. It's like he's one of their greatest arch enemies, but like he like hangs out with them like he's one of his friends at the same time. They sort of just have like a truce and an understanding in places.
Nice.
Because like Professor Crazy, he's a supervillain as like just a job. He's kind of not that evil.
Like, look, man, they paid me to do these things.
Yeah.
It just happens to be evil, okay?
He's just like the chief scientist of the Avilian army, so like, it's just his profession.
That's crazy. It's funny because it's kind of true. Like, that's how it is.
Mm.
And like reality, in a sense.
Out of all of the villains, he's the one that Holo get along with best.
Should have like a crossover event when they team up. Or you already have one.
Most of the time, though, Professor Crazy just shows up and then he like just clogs the drain in the shower, and we don't know how he does it.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because, like, he's no hair on his body or anything. He's just a liquid space alien. I'm kind of just a fan of, like, slightly random humor like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to throw that in a little bit more. Have I told you what my first villain's gonna be?
Who's your first villain gonna be?
So I was like struggling to find like a goofy enough villain that isn't gonna be like a hard fight. And yesterday we came up with the two-stepping cloud hopping armadillo. Just the guy that walks on air.
The armadillo in Spider-Man comics.
Well, this one's a two-stepping cloud hopping armadillo.
Totally different.
Totally different. He just dances and walks on air.
That actually sounds pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it's like it was like a Texas-ism we came up with in my server, and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make him a character now. I know there's an armadillo anthro creature in like Sonic. I think just Marvel has had every name.
Oh, that's Mighty.
Yeah, Mighty Armadillo, and then there's another gunslinging armadillo, probably nothing to do with Sonic.
Bang.
But I'm not even surprised now with Marvel, they have used every name possible.
Every name possible.
I've said, like, if you look up, I think I looked up the grasshopper and the cricket, and Marvel has them as like one-off villains. Yeah.
Spider-Man villains. There's a load of like D-list Spider-Man villains who are just like an animal in a costume.
Yeah.
Like the armadillo. They even like made the wall.
Okay, yeah, there's a character called Dylan, the cowboy armadillo. That's his own character.
Yeah.
He just looks like a Sonic character, sorry. He kind of looks like Vector with mighty characteristics. Okay, I'm trying to come up with a funny face. I think if she's excited, then he should be excited. You can both like over-exaggerated cartoony face. And that's something I struggle with now. I kind of get too like into the details, and I'm like, no, it needs to be loose and cartoony.
Yeah.
I drew Squirrel Girl, but it was like started like too comic bookish.
When I draw vehicles, I actually use my old art style. Because I originally didn't learn in the Hawk and Flow Adventures art style. I actually learned in something similar to like traditional comics, like early Jim Lee or Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, like blocks essentially.
Yeah, except I knew how to fix the feet.
Yeah, sloth. What about the massive chests?
Yeah, that was the art style I originally learned in. You know it.
Yeah. I give him some credit or some slack because he was learning and he was going. He just had natural talent, and they noticed it. But he didn't have a lot of like mentors to teach him.
I had nobody to teach me either, which is why I actually do have respect for Liefeld.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think who said it? The guy who did Spawn. I forgot his name.
Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, he's the one who said it. Like, no, he was good, and he had talent. He just needed like a mentor. But he was, when they tell you you're just so good, you don't want to listen to anybody. Especially at that age, he was like 17.
He kind of blew up too early.
Yeah. But I think now he's gotten way better.
In fairness to Liefeld, back in the 90s, he actually was one of the better comic artists.
Yeah. He was a good comic artist, he just wasn't like the best technical artist, but that's like two different skill sets.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of great comic artists aren't like great technical artists, but it's about telling the story and conveying the feeling, not about how correct is it to life. Like
yeah.
Like yeah, so you gotta respect guys. Well, Humberto Ramos, he has a very cartoony comic book style, and he says like, well, this is Spider-Man. Yeah, but he's like, it's Spider-Man, this and that. They're very cartoony to me, so that's why I draw them. Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, I just heard a weird little...
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's the sound in the background.
It's probably just my pan.
have to. He does have Sonic DNA. Yeah, you see Igni, you know what I'm talking about. Igni, you're an animator, right? A pixel artist? I know he works on games every now and then. And he drew me a Bloshi.
A Bloshi?
Oh, the Black Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, correction, he drew a bug version of Yoshi. It just happened to be, because my little character is dark. I do work on pixel art.
Yoshi amiibo, a Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's still in the box.
Oh, cool. I actually like the aesthetic of that game.
I do too.
Nah, this is too straightforward. I need to give it an angle. I need to do the... What's his name? Jack Kirby. Drawing faces at 3/4. No, he was on to something.
He was.
Bread, the meal of champions.
I actually know how to make not bread, as my aunt called it. You basically like get some flour, some water, add a bit of psyllium husk to it, you put it in the microwave, and then you got bread.
That's crazy. That actually sounds pretty simple.
Yeah, it's really nice actually. I had a bit of baking soda, just like a teaspoon of baking soda.
No, my wife passed by. She's like, "What'd you eat?" I was like, "Bread, the meal of champions." I work with a group of friends to make games with Noble Living. Oh yeah, he was part of a... That's what it is. It's part of a group of friends that make games for Steam and stuff. In case you were curious. They never invite me. Because I don't know how to game. Nah, I don't really animate. Probably the only thing I could do is like concept art. But they're all artists, so here we are. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm so used to clicking save. I don't need to save.
You can save if you want.
I know, but like... I've got enough files as it is.
Oh. Just keep saving over the same one.
Yeah, here we go.
It's fine. Is there anything you want to ask? The viewers?
Not off the top of my head. Do you like ice cream?
Do you, the viewer, like ice cream? I need to get that Jack's little gif where he points at the camera. What do you, the viewer, think? Stoffable says yes. What's your favorite flavor?
Good question.
All good questions.
My favorite flavor is actually just plain banoffee. I experimented around with so many flavors, learned to do like, because I make vegan ice cream for myself, and I got vanilla right. I was actually able to get vanilla right.
Oh.
And I did like mint chocolate chip, double chocolate, raspberry, blueberry, all sorts. And I found that I actually just like plain banana the most. And that's like the easiest one to do. You just freeze some bananas, add some honey to it.
Nice. I think mine is a tie between two. It just depends on what mood I'm in. If I want something sweet, buttered pecan. And if I'm not into want something sweet, I go for matcha. Or ube.
Buttered pecan is delicious.
I know. It's so sweet.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And like the in between, I guess, is ube, because it's the sweet potato one. But not too sweet. But no, matcha is my go-to. I haven't had peanut butter ice cream, but I'm not much of a sweets guy, so I just eat it when I'm like in the mood. Also, I'm lactose intolerant, so there's that.
I actually use either frozen bananas or I soak some cashew nuts overnight in like a little bowl and then blend them.
Oh, vegan.
Basically, the cashew nuts give you the texture of ice cream, and then after that, you can like just add fruit or like flavoring and get it to taste however you want.
I know for the creaminess, I go with oats for like oat milk.
I can't have oats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what the chat had to say. They said, Igni likes mint chocolate chip is the best. Stuffing with chocolate with added chocolate, double chocolate, I guess.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, my baby sister loves double chocolate.
Double chocolate. Chocolate! SpongeBob.
You're all making me hungry now.
Ew, for me? Oh, no, so early for me.
I have another question, actually. I've got another question. Do you like your popcorn sweet or salted?
Oh. I have a mixed answer for you. Salted caramel.
Ah, I have a mixed answer too. Homemade fresh popped with chocolate chips.
Oh. What's up, Lucas, on the YouTube side? No, I prefer salted. It's like I have to like be in the mood for sweets.
Me too.
I'm more of a savory kind of bug.
I home make popcorn, so when you pop it fresh, it still has the sweet taste to it.
Nice.
So I add salt to it because it's like sweet and salted at the same time.
I need to learn how to make homemade.
Yeah. Whenever I was watching movies, there used to be deals. If you went in the morning, you could like have one parent and one kid, and the kid could get in for free. And I ended up watching a lot of movies in cinema that way. Like, a lot.
Igni says butter. He likes butter flavored popcorn. There's a joke a while back.
They don't actually use butter in butter flavored popcorn. They actually use vegetable oil, or palm oil.
Don't lie to me.
It's not actually butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. No.
It's not butter, it's margarine.
Don't listen to this. Lies. These lies. They have a cow and they milk it and everything before the movies. And they churn it right before.
It's not made of cow milk, it's made of vegetable oil.
Nice! Nah, I believe it.
I actually add some vegetable oil to my popcorn a lot of the time when I'm making it for myself. I'll have like vegetable oil, some salt. And it's just like, it's exactly how I'm used to.
Good time. Now I'm getting hungry. Thanks, Pigeon. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too now.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, you let me know whenever you're ready to skedaddle.
Will do. Actually having fun with this chat.
We're chilling. We're chill. Like, I'm a chaotic bug that likes to ask random questions.
Yeah. I very rarely talk to anyone on Discord, is the honest truth. Like I think I said to you earlier, there's my friend from Scotland, and every now and then when there's movie night in like one of my friend's Discord servers, I'll just like turn the voice on and chat a bit. That's about it.
No, yeah, I pretty much live on the internet, so I think I talk to more people online via Discord chats or like voice calls than I do in real life.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
I always have that little meme where I'm at work and they're like, "You don't know anything. You're not an artist." And I'm like, "If only they knew my real life outside of here."
Yeah. By ordinary day, he's such and such. By night, he's the dark bug.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a picture of me passed out in front of my tablet.
Hmm.
Closer to bug. Yes. No, I work for like a rug company, and they're always like designing these ugly things, and I'm like, this is trash. What do you know? I'm like, you're not an artist. You don't understand. I'm like, if only you knew my real life.
Yeah.
What's happening?
You know, that Bruce Wayne guy, there's no way he's Batman.
He has the perfect chin for it, but I don't think it's him.
Nah. Just a guy who looks like him. It's Alfred. It has to be Alfred.
They'd be like, you really think a rich guy wants to help us? You're crazy. You're right.
At one point, that's actually how Bruce Wayne actually did dupe people into thinking that he wasn't Batman. He actually got Alfred to dress up as Batman.
I believe it. I know Nightwing's done it for a bit. Superman and Batman have switched. So that Bruce Wayne could show up at the same time Batman was there.
It's a shame how Batman was created, though. Like,
oh, that he was technically stolen.
Was such a jerk.
Yeah.
He took like all the credit for all of Bill Finger's ideas.
Yeah, like he just came up with the concept, but yeah, Bill Finger pretty much created the whole archetype.
He just came up with the name Batman and then like ripped off the shadow.
Yeah.
And then Bill Finger was like, no, he needs to look like this. Draw him like this, do this.
He needs to be this. He needs a cool backstory.
Bill Finger wrote the backstory too.
Dang. That's great. That's just... I think it's sad. At least now the truth's out.
He drew Batman, but he didn't create him.
He just drew like the first draft.
Yeah. He did the first draft that was nothing like the final product. And then Bill Finger just did it all. He used to like go on really long train journeys, Bill Finger, and actually just used to look at his surroundings and just write down little notes for ideas, and he'd actually get like images to use as reference for the artists to make their lives easier.
Nice. We're moving this over here. And I need another text box here. This panel action. Well, this text is over her. Over her. Control T. And move it. There we go. Alright, alright. Alright. What am I doing? Oh, we have to change the font to this one. I'll come back to it. For now, we are drawing. We are doodling. I'm just messing with the text. I'm like, it's not the time. Whoa, who knew Batman and the light bulb had something in common? Yep, the idea was stolen.
Yeah. Poor Nikola Tesla. Because he wanted to make electricity free.
Oh yeah, they weren't gonna let that happen.
And he had a way of doing it. But like the corpos were just like, nope.
No, money. Think of the money, Tesla. I just want free electricity.
Thomas Edison was the reason.
first. You Thomas Edison make me pay for electricity and Wi-Fi.
Yeah. In some parts of the world, electricity actually is free.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense to charge if it's such a necessity now.
Because like I think there's a country that actually uses volcano power because there's like
Oh, that's actually
just minor volcanic eruptions, so they just use it for like their fuel sources, which is kind of cool.
nice.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of drawing Lacey. I'll just quickly like copy and paste the work in progress to you.
Oh, sorry. I think I accidentally. There we go. We're back. Accidentally put your screen down.
Watching me draw isn't that interesting because like I just muscle memory everything.
You'll be amazed what people like to see. I think my style. I don't know, Igni. Is it interesting to watch me draw? I don't know. I've never watched myself draw, except like in speed paints. Some people enjoy watching the process. Igni's gonna be like, yes, it's super fun indeed to watch. There. Now I want to say no, making fun of my answer. Yes, I know what I do best. Have you ever thought about streaming your art process, or Pigeon?
Me? I joined a live stream that worked, and I like just drew random characters off of the cuff, and people liked it.
Yeah.
And they sort of realized that I don't use any of these complicated wireframe models, or that I literally just like, if I'm doing a character design, I'll often just like draw it, see if I like it. Then I'll actually take the previous one and like alter it, just alter the drawing until I'm happy with it, and I'll end up with like about 50 or so drawings of the same drawing, but they're all slightly different. I'll, like, compare them.
Yeah. That's what I tell people, like, drawing is not really like landing it perfectly the first time.
Yeah.
It's drawing it until it looks right to you over and over again.
Before I went digital and before I posted online, I actually like got a character model, and I actually used to just trace that character model over and over of my own drawing and just practice it, sort of like how animators do. Because like a lot of animators, they used to like do a drawing, previous drawing beneath the current drawing they're doing as like reference of the current one they're doing. I used to do that for like the Hawk of Law Adventure characters.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have character sheets I reference, but I usually draw them. I usually just draw them when I'm bored or something, like at work, or like during lunch breaks. So that's kind of where I build the practice.
Yeah, I used to have character sheets, but now I just have a desktop.
That's genius. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna draw like all the characters in the lineup.
Yeah, like draw all of your characters onto one document. Set that document as your desktop, and then just pipette tool the colors so it saves you time.
Yeah. Ignis says, yes, it's fun to watch others draw while I'm working. Okay, so co-working. Stoffamo says, help me ponder on design stuff sometimes too. Oh, it is, because it helps him ponder on design stuff, yeah. Also got to start coming up with baked brands for a game idea I'm kicking around. Let's go, Stoff. Yeah, Stoffel was my favorite fake brand guy. I think we came up with the Nat Cam.
How about Pepsors?
Pepsors? What's that?
That's from Hawk and Flow Adventures. It's actually just a soft drink, lemonade soft drink brand.
I might have missed it. I could, like I said, I'm still rereading it.
It shows up in recoming theaters. That it's not out yet.
Okay.
I'll
get there.
Yeah, I'll get there too.
Like I'm currently like reading. Like I said, I start all from the beginning. I'm currently in the Ice Cream Saga again. So I'm like, I was reading like the later chapters. I'm like, I have no idea where we're at, why we're here.
Yeah, basically, Ice Cream Truck of Doom concluded, and then Field Day's the sequel.
Nice.
At some point on Tapas, I think I'll actually do a chapter selector.
You can do that?
Yeah, some people do that.
Oh, more you know.
The Hawk and Flow Adventures is a series that has multiple stories within it. Sort of like how Poirot has like multiple different episodes of Poirot. The chapters do actually tell you what storyline you're on. Like, it will start with Field Day Chapter 1 or like Field Day Chapter 2.
I shall pay attention the next time I'm reading. I kind of do see that you can select the chapter, but I didn't know you can make it like... I guess maybe I misunderstood.
No, I just name it. I name it that way for a little bit of convenience. Anyway, here's a drawing of Lacey.
Let's go, Lacey, #1 skateboarder. Who no longer skateboards.
Yeah, can't skateboard anymore. I used to actually draw her hair over her face more, but I sort of like started putting the hair back more and just doing like the shape of her face.
So we have the same kind of shape for her. Let's see if I can draw one real quick. I like drawing faces like that as well. For my female characters. So I can doodle Lacey real quick. Like that really rounded cheek with the...
Her and Hawk and Flow are the 3 characters I draw the most.
Nice.
So that's why I can get them done quickly. Because Professor Crazy's a little off model. I sort of like just did it off the top of my head, and it's been like a while since I drew him.
All fun and games when it comes to comics.
Yeah. Comics are serious business.
It is super serious. If you're ever off model ever again, you will get fired.
Well, I don't have that problem because you know.
just mess it.
I do everything with these comics, so it's like I can't exactly fire myself.
We'll find a new artist. Myself, but on Tuesday.
But then that ruins the joke of the villains invading on Thursday.
Dang, the crossover will never happen.
Although I do sometimes upload on a Wednesday if I've got done early and I've got something to do the next day.
I think I chose Tuesdays to upload. Just because I stream on Mondays too. I'm like, that's my last chance to get an update done. If I don't get it done then it is what it is. Oh, let's see. I'm almost done.
Oftentimes when I draw Lacey, if I do it like real quick, I'll sometimes just mess up the top of her hair, and then I'll actually like just correct it to like the way it always looks. It's so weird.
I'm almost done with my quick Lacey sketch.
She's a fun one to draw.
No, it's because I think we draw like the female head shape very similar.
Lacey always reminds me of like the shopkeepers in the Shining games. There's like this series by Sega called Shining, and the early one they had like these metal hairstyles and stuff.
Oh.
There'd just be women with like these proper warrior metal hairstyles, and it just always had like a fun look to it. Although Lacey's hair actually comes from David Bowie.
The David Bowie?
Yes, the David Bowie. It was partly inspired by like the Ziggy Stardust persona. Because early on she was going to have black hair, similar to Joan Jett.
And then what happened?
I saw the Ziggy Stardust poster and decided to change it to red, and like I preferred.
Turn off this layer. Windows Shift
The headband's
S.
from Rambo.
Yeah, I was kind
The
of
green
thinking.
headband.
All right, here's my quick sketch.
Okay.
I'm gonna share it with you, or her.
Oh, cute.
I was like, but we have like rounded cheek look.
Yeah. You draw noses a bit like how Sephiroth14 draws nose, which is actually quite kind of cute.
Oops.
Yeah, I like this. That's cool.
It's all yours. Do whatever you want with it.
Cool.
Oh, will. Yeah, if you want to show me or is it another artist or
Another artist? What do you
the
mean?
one who draws the noses is the way you say I do it? Because I've been trying to figure out like a proper way of doing it.
Oh, that'd be Sephiroth14. She has a comic called Space Pack, and that's like what's currently doing the crossover with Floor Adventures. Sometimes she draws like noses the way you do, with like the line and then like a triangle.
Yeah.
She did like a high school art class.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. When I draw her characters, I often just like draw it, and then I like use the the enlargement tool, the lasso. I'll actually just fiddle it about until I get it just right. Because like if I draw like Bally Williams off of memory, I'll be a tiny bit off
model.
Because she's kind of not one of my own characters. I sort of had to learn how to draw all of the Space Pack characters. I spent like a full month just like looking at the panels, taking them for reference, because I'd never done a crossover before, and I wanted it to look like they were actually in the comic properly. So I put like a load of effort into like making sure I could do it.
That's cool though. Cool crossovers. Okay. What was I doing? Let me catch him on chat real quick. Oh yeah, we have a bot that catches foul language, and the only foul language is, do you want to buy street viewers? And I'm like, nope. That's normally gets kicked out of my stream. Those bots. But I set it to timeout because I know some people say it jokingly to just activate it, so they got banned for a bit. Yeah, it's bot catching. So I set it to timeout in case someone says it jokingly, so I can unban them. Or untime them out.
I'll sort of show you what I mean about when I very first like start drawing Bally, because like I sort of draw the head off the top of my head almost, but then I'll actually start off with that, and then I'll like narrow it and use the lasso tool to like manipulate it a little bit. Because I always draw her head a bit too wide when I very first do it. I don't know why. Because Sephiroth always uses wire models to, she starts off with like one of those mannequins, and then like draws the faces onto them.
I've seen those. I can't work with them. I kind of like the freedom of just freehanding it.
I
Because
muscle memory everything.
like with me, I like breaking joints essentially to like do crazy angles. I don't know if you saw my last page. Let's see if I can open it.
I'm actually doing this one completely off of memory because usually when I draw Bally Williams, I have like a panel from Space Pack that I use as reference that I look at.
Yeah. I'm just gonna show it for a second, then delete it because I don't want to eat up the everything. But yeah, I like breaking angles or breaking joints essentially to do these dramatic angles.
Oh, that's a good one. Cricket kick.
Yeah.
What would win, the flying dodo kick or the cricket kick?
I don't know. Now we must cross over.
Exactly.
It should just end with like a Rocky, was it 2 ending where it's just like a painted version of the 2 doing the kicks. Is it Rocky 2 or Rocky? Where it's like no definitive answer.
I'm not sure. Rocky 2 he won. Rocky 1 he lost. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm kind of spoiling the Rocky movies here.
They're old. What's up, Sky the Hedgehog? We're doing a collab with HeadyPigeon. Sorry, I'm just calling you Pigeon. Sorry. They work on a comic called Hawk and Flow Adventures. Yeah, it's my accents. It's like I want to read it with Spanish rules.
You actually can call me Hawk and Flow Adventures. That was my original username on the duck.
Nice. So yeah, they work on a comic, a webcomic, Hawk and Flow, and they've been working on it for how long now?
Ice Cream Truck of Doom started 3 years ago, and we're on field day now.
So a good 5 years or more. Let me post it on YouTube. 3 years.
Yeah, there was one before Ice Cream Truck of Doom called Last Space Wizard, but I ended up cancelling it and just remaking it into field day.
I know that feeling. I've canceled so many comics.
Field Day is sort of a remake-quel of Last Space Wizard, which is quite fun.
Nice. I might get like my old ideas and remake them as like arcs, but not like a whole comic based off of it.
Like Last Space Wizard, they just sat in a car and talked, and I thought it'd be more fun if they actually went out and did stuff. And that's why in Field Day they're like going to roller rinks or like playing games on like ED shops.
Well, it was part of like a lot of lore dropping, but not interesting to like visually see, or just a bunch of conversations. That's what I struggle with. Like I don't know how to drop the lore and have combos where it isn't too boring.
Ice Cream Truck of Doom did it right for the most part. Like at the very end, when they reveal who the villain is, they sort of do some like backstory and stuff on like the Darnash Empire, which is the planet that Hawk and Flow were originally from. They were born on Earth, but they're like an alien anthropomorphic animal species.
Nice. I'm thinking about mixing in some ethros to my series, just to have fun silhouettes. Because if I go the whole superhero, it's just going to be costumes. I think I'll get kind of old. I may be looking to you for inspiration. Ice Cream Man fight.
Oh, the Thriller Made of Vanilla is a classic. I love it dearly.
Sophomore says he may reuse stuff from canceled games for new games. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes they're not good enough to be like their own little plot point, but they're good enough to be a part of something bigger. Apparently that's how One Piece got so long. He just had a whole bunch of smaller ideas he threw in as arcs.
Yeah,
Thriller Bark.
Hawk Adventures was similar in that regard, but it was meant to be like a TV series. Like it was just called Hawk and Flow Adventures, and then there are like episode movies with it.
No, so it was designed to be like an animated series.
Yeah, which is part of why the art looks the way it does. I always envisioned it as like a TV show.
I'm gonna grab my little layout from the phone thing. Do you ever recycle old assets from other panels?
Yes. To get done on time, yes.
Yes. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find it.
Most of the time, it's quicker to actually just draw Hawk or Flow or Lacey, because I muscle memory it.
No, I made this whole smartphone layout thing, and I don't want to redo it again.
But vehicles, I actually draw the vehicles in a separate document, and then I actually copy and paste them into the comic.
Oh.
So I'll actually give you an example of one of the... I'll just send you one of the files.
Yeah, go ahead. If you don't mind me opening it on stream, then I'll gladly do it.
You can open it on stream, and there's no problem at all. So I have like this... this will be a bit of a teaser, I guess. But like... which one would be good? This one. This is actually Winter from a comic called Division 5.
Division!
Yeah. 1 second, I'm gonna open it real quick.
No problem. I will be gathering my template thing.
I'll tell you something funny as well. I actually start all of my recent documents with 1 and then a load of A's. That way it comes up first in the file.
That's genius. I try to properly name them and everything, and I forget what the proper name is.
I just go 1A, and then it just gives me the most recent document that I was working on. So anyway,
you hear, guys? Pigeon knows all the hacks.
Not quite all of them, but like most of my own hacks I found on my own, like doing the desktop with the
color palettes and stuff.
That's all that one I found out, and like doing 1A over. This is Division 5. The character's name is Winter, and these are like the assets of her on her bike.
That looks pretty cool.
And I'll tell you something really fun. There's an option you can do under image called mirror layer. So if I want her to go the other direction, I can actually just click mirror layer, and then her bike is in the opposite direction.
Nice.
Yeah. So like the top one is the one that's not mirrored, and the bottom one is the one that's mirrored. And I'll essentially just take those drawings and just copy and paste them into the comic page. That's how all the vehicles are done. But when I do them, I just draw them separate, and then I copy and paste them.
Yeah, with vehicles, that's a pretty good hack.
Mm.
They're very mechanical, so they don't have like weird changes when they get flipped.
I also figured out how to get metallic effects on the paint tool. You know, the fill tool.
So with gradients, or is it different?
Options. There's solid fill, linear fill, and radial fill. I actually use linear fill. And if you do like just like a standard little like headband, I'll just like show you a square real quick. If you click like a random color and do linear fill, you'll get like this option that gives you a metallic look. And it's like super easy to do because you just click the fill tool and it does it for you.
Stoffman says
I did it with grey and it looks a little bit like this.
Ooh.
Yeah, just a rough sketch, but if you notice, it's sort of metallic looking. You got like the light coming one direction.
Nice little gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stoffman says they have a quirk where they develop, I guess the names for the characters is a meaning behind the role in the story design. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty cool too. Sad part is I'm going with the black and white comic because my rendering just takes forever. Wow. It's nice actually.
And the fill tool just does it for you. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ultimate time-saving measure, and it comes in handy for the vehicle because it saves me just having to shade them from scratch.
No, yeah. My rendering takes forever. But I go for the lineless look, so I'm just... I chose hard mode. I chose violence. Something use puns for... I love using puns for names. That is something I like to do too.
There's an actual division in Hawkenflower Ventures called Protective United Nations.
Protective United Nations. Oh, pun. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I am but a silly bug, but I saw it.
I use is this TNT drum is going to be like in Bankstan Bankers. I actually save the files as PNGs and make sure that the background layer is turned off, so that way you've got like a transparent image you can just copy and paste onto. Yeah, learned that from Artist in Harmony Art Collabs. Just a group a friend of mine runs. It's a fun little Discord server.
Oh, I got scared. I thought I accidentally exited out of my file. Like it just closed. I was like, no! I didn't save! I guess it auto-saved.
But yeah, so far on Bankstan Bankers, I think I'm nearly 60 panels into it.
How long is it going to be? Like 80?
I think it's going to be 80 or 90 panels. I've done nearly 2/3 of it so far. It really has been a big chapter.
What's that thing they say? Like, whatever you plan, it's going to be, just add, double it. That's really what it's going to end up at.
Yeah. What gets me is, like, most of them go splat in, like, the first couple of seconds because it's this really hard online video game mission. That's what the chapter's about. So most vehicles are just gone, like, in a couple of seconds, but there's still so many to draw.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, I kept having to, like, look which document I had which vehicle in which character. So I kept going back and forth between documents and got a bit lost, so...
I keep tabs on all the lore you got so far, or the continuity of who's and what.
I don't have that so much with my comics, because, like, each Twistverse comic is in a different time period, so, like, nobody shows up in each other's comics. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't have to worry about continuity if I ever have, like, a random character from, like, Early Peak show up or something like that. I can literally just say they're not the same continuity.
This is not the same story.
Yeah.
They just happen to look the same.
Because you get dimensional distortion, which is like it's basically a way of justifying somebody drawing in a different art style. I overthink stuff like this. It's like you'll get like comic runs where it's like one artist that does the artwork and all of a sudden it's totally different. But I'm just like, okay, so if it's a different art style, they're in a different position.
That is a good way of doing it, though.
Yeah, I used to collect comic books, and it would always get like really annoying or really confusing when you just start like this really long run you like, and all of a sudden it was just totally different at the end. Like,
yeah, I feel that. Happened to me with the Guardians of the Galaxy run. Like one of the earlier runs, they had like a really good artist I liked, and then they just switched like mid run. I was like, who are these people?
I actually have like some Guardians of the Galaxy books. I've got like two behind me. Great stuff. Nice.
Is it, I'm trying to remember. It's the one where they do like the whole reality show spoof thing, where they all like go on an adventure, and then partway through the adventure, it shows them like in a booth talking about like, can you believe what this guy did?
Hmm.
That was the one, and then they change artists. They still do the same bits, but it's just like a whole different artist. Nice, nice. Let me see. See what's playing. TNT.
We'll tell you something fun though. In the original Space Pack, Sephiroth often drew Bally Williams with just white eyes.
Okay.
But I didn't feel as comfortable doing the white eyes. It was just a stylistic choice for certain expressions. But I didn't know what Bally's proper eye colour was, so I actually gave her grey eyes.
Nice.
Yeah. And I quite like so whenever I draw Bally, I give her grey eyes. Even though canonically they're meant to.
Stoffable came up with a great. Just came up with the name without a role. Might use it for a monster. A la carte or a la carte. A la carte.
Olive cart.
A la carte. A la carte. Yes. Time to break the joints again. Here we go. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, we're gonna draw just like that. He's holding the guy. He's holding the thing up in the air like it's a phone. Right now I'm thinking of making the Takeout Mafia. Let's go.
We already have the Moped Mafia.
The Moped Mafia.
Yeah, they're an ice cream truck of doom. Basically, they're originally meant to be like a throwaway villain faction, like one of those throwaway villains you get, but then people love them, and like they're gonna become like recurring villains now.
That's great.
Yeah, they show up randomly in Ice Cream Truck of Doom, and then people are like, "This is peak character design. You need to bring them back."
Bring them back. We need more.
Yeah, and like I've got a lot of really cool ideas for the Moped Mafia. Like I grew up playing like a lot of Streets of Rage and Final Fight.
Let's go.
And like just old beat 'em ups.
Some Double Dragon while you're at it.
Yeah, and like I'm just gonna make them a sort of parody of like one of those gangster villain factions from like an old scroll 'em up.
And that what they kind of do with the Ninja Turtles with the Foot Clan is just a spoof of the hand.
Yeah, except that they wear mops on their heads because they're the Moped Mafia.
Nice.
And I'm thinking their leader is going to be called Don Calamari.
Don Calamari.
Yeah. That's at the moment. Don't know it. Plans can change.
Yeah, conceptual. Okay.
The only things for certain is nothing's for certain as well.
That's true. Woo, 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 wow. Okay, we're rotating the camera. Al Pachico. Pachinko? Like the bread? He ran a casino.
This bally drawing I'm doing, I'm sort of doing it in my own style. And you'll notice that I kind of like... There's like just some random lines. It's because I actually take the lasso tool and I actually stretch and like expand and then just rub the lines out.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm doing it completely from memory. I'm always like a bit. I'm never as comfortable doing Bally from memory because I always make sure I handle in front of me that I have as like a reference point. There's so many characters in Field Day. It's like because in Ice Cream Truck of Doom, I drew like Hawkflow and Monk so many times that I could just like do it automatically. But I'm 40 chapters into Field Day, and it's like I can't quite muscle memory it as easily, if that makes sense, because there's just so many to draw.
Yeah, you have all these new characters, and you're learning. You're pretty much getting the muscle memory for them, and then you have to.
Yeah, there's about
Switch
8
back.
characters. Well, 8 main characters in Field Day.
Sheesh.
And then there's New Order 1 to draw, Werewolves and all like that.
I'm gonna try to stick
I keep
to
track
just.
of it all, but I'm not quite as confident getting them like on model because I'm just constantly switching back and forth. And I think here it's showing a little bit.
Yeah, I think I might just keep to 2 or 3 characters, like as a main characters, and just leave it alone.
But
who knows? I may.
This isn't too far off. This isn't too far off how she looks in my world. You know, when I do like the whole dimensional distortion thing, and you change art style when you're in a different dimension.
You're a madman.
It's not far off. It's not
Changing
far off how
art
she looks in my world
styles.
in the comics.
Changing art styles mid-run. Madman. Nah. Cool. Oh, wait. Laid out flat. Probably smaller because I need a stronger perspective. Just draw them in first. Chaw.
Use the wrong option on the fill tool. Down.
Stuff was that where that lady with the dice head was designed for your gambling game? Your gambling game, because we don't gamble here. We gamble.
I don't gamble.
We don't really gamble. We have a little game where like there's gambling features and stream elements, but we're not gambling. It's not real money.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say.
It's like there's that Mario 64 remake on the DS. It's like those Luigi card games were just like they were like so fun. Like Luigi is like a dealer. It's like I never thought I'd see him as a casino owner. And then he just plays with you for hours and hours.
Misfortune, her partner is a bounty hunting an ace card. Okay. So yeah. So what time is it for you right now in Scotland?
I'm not from Scotland. I'm from the UK.
UK, that's what it was. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I suppose Scotland is technically in the UK anyway. Well, at the moment it's like nearly 5 o'clock where I am.
AM? I guess.
PM for me.
PM? Okay. Not too late.
Yeah.
Just curious. Those time zones are crazy. Like, that's what makes collabs so much harder.
They can be.
Especially when we're like 2 different sides of the world. But that's why me and Vamp can't really collab that often. Our time zones just never align.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
You and Vamp sound like good friends.
Yeah, we've both been doing comics and we've been streaming for a while. But it's like, I think, yeah, unless we're both on holiday, we can't really do it. Like, it's either super late for me or super late for them whenever we meet up.
Anyway, time to scroll back up to that desktop I showed you and just click the pipette tool. Then I'll just post Bally real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. It really is a handy shortcut to know about.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like maybe once, I might do like a just sit down and do it on stream or something. Or like right here, rotate it a bit. Okay.
Almost there. Give me a second, fam.
Let me do a quick BRB. I'm gonna go mute for a second.
Hmm. Do you get that feeling of when you feel like you're done and then you notice like something big and like there'll be a piece that's not quite coloured in, or like just notice you got to fix immediately? Oy.
The bug has returneth. Did I miss anything?
No, you didn't. I just went quiet as I was finishing off this Bally drawing I'm doing.
Chat, I know what you did.
Actually.
I saw what you did, chat. It did nothing. It was pretty quiet.
This is me like just drawing off the memory and using the lasso tool multiple times.
Nice.
That's like no reference Bally, no nothing else to look at. I do like grey eyes. Whereas in Spaceback she's actually got brown.
Oh.
I'll actually link you to the comic she's from.
Yeah.
I'm friends with the creator, so she was fine to do a crossover.
Nice. I'll read it. I need to I need to get back in the game. There's a couple I'm catching up on, like Finding Meaning and some other ones. But they're from my from like 2020. But they've been going on strong too. So it's been what, 5 years of working on that one too. We got the pigeon giggle. The piggle.
Yeah, I found it. So this comic's like somewhat it's still updating, but space back ended.
Nice.
But like that's me from memory with no aim assist trying to draw Bally Williams. I forgot her ears are normally a bit.
That's pretty cool. I like little art stuff.
Yeah.
And we do have that. Is this the one that does similar noses?
Yes, she does similar noses to you.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I found my nose twin. Even though the bug has no nose.
I don't have a nose, I have a beak.
Alright, I think
but don't worry, I'm not one of those Philistines that eats books.
They eat beaks?
No, we just eat whatever we can get a hold.
Fair enough.
Mostly just leftover bread from humans.
Oh yes. Well, I technically live off matcha and Monster Energy. And tamales. That's it. Nothing
My
crazy.
diet is mostly vegan ice cream, popcorn.
I was gonna ask you
How feeling it sounds.
Oh yeah. I was vegetarian for like a good while. Before it got
sometimes
expensive
go
over
vegan by accident, is the honest truth. I'm not that big a meat eater, so a lot of my favorite foods are like vegetables or fruit.
Same. I'm not a big red meat eater, so there's some days I'm accidentally vegetarian.
I'm a mushroom kind of pigeon.
I just really like tofu too. Like I usually pick that option if it's an option where I go.
Yeah. I really love Japanese food, like sushi, umeboshi.
Oh, I love sushi. I love fish. That's the only reason I can't be like vegan as a vegetarian. I really love fish.
I was more a fan of fish when I was younger, but like I'm not as into it as I used to be. Anyway, yeah, this Bally has more accurate ears. Like I said, I normally have a picture of her to work from. So the top one was just purely from memory, and the bottom one is. Now that I remember what her ears were like.
Oh, good.
I guess she has long ears.
That's all good. It's all gravy. It's like more in your style. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start penciling. I have the roughs out the way.
Whenever characters are in my dimension, I always like draw them in my art style. But with Field Day, I ended up like learning from the ground up how to draw. I spent like an entire month
Learning how to
practicing.
Or draw them in your
style. I spent like an entire month practicing to draw in her art style. So it would be believable. I might actually have some of like, I think I know where my practice ones are. I'll show you like, there's one nice looking practice one I think I can find. I then ended up drawing Lacey in her art style, which was quite funny. But like Hawk and Flo looked the same because she couldn't think of how they would look in her world, so we just kept the design the same.
Let's sleep.
Yeah, like this these two guys were just random background extras from the original Space Pack comic, and I ended up like doing like versions of them if they weren't in the background. I gave them like lines and stuff. And I'll like quickly show it you. Because like that's me doing it in her art style based on like rough background extras.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Took me ages to actually learn how to draw the way she does.
Oh yeah, it's like learning someone else's style is. You have to like you have to unlearn yours and follow their rule set.
Yeah.
It just feels less natural.
Kinda does. Kinda does. I just gotta make. I'm in the right file. Okay, because my field day folder got really crammed, so I ended up shoving like all of the old reference drawings and stuff like that into a different folder, and now it's really crammed.
Get out of here, Windows.
Yeah, that was just my Windows giving me a notification.
No, I'm talking about mine. It does that weird news thing where it just slides and takes up the whole screen. I wish I could disable it. Sorry, I fight my computer a lot. On stream. We throw hands.
There was one where like Bally was running. It's the very end of Space Pack where she's actually running to see her dad after not seeing him in a while, and I actually like did a decent job actually getting it pretty close.
The same dad that signed her up for a scientific experiment?
No, Bally's from Space Pack. She's not the same character as Lacey.
Oh, I was thinking of the electric guitar girl. Penny, right?
That's Lacey, yeah.
Lacey. I'm terrible with names. Like IRL and remembering them. Like if I see the design, I'll remember. Yes, that's them.
Okay.
Actually, I like it this way.
Mm.
It's just better eye flow. I'm looking at my page.
I can give you another one. Like a lot of my drawings, I'll do in a separate document and then copy and paste them. Like here's one of Blake from Space Pack. That was like one from a previous panel, and I actually copy and pasted that panel into the new document. That way I could just use the pipette tool on the new drawing. Yeah. So that was like a previous panel I drew, and then I did like the far shot. Because they'd be more zoomed out in like the actual comic. I sort of became a fan of Impressionism over time. You know, the artistic movement.
Yes.
It works really well for like just background characters in comics because it just saves time and it has a nice sort of look to it.
Yeah, a trick I've been doing is I do like the window, canvas, new window, get the same page. I put it to the side and then just view it at print size on one screen and zoom in on the other one, and I kind of decide whether it's worth putting more detail if it's just going to get lost or not. So that way I can see it in IRL. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Take a little screenshot here. Yeah, that's kind of how I figure out, like, do I just need to let it go?
Oh.
Yeah, cause like the one on the left is like how it will look like if I printed it out, and I'm zoomed in on this one. I'm like, if I'm getting too obsessed with some detail somewhere and it doesn't make a difference on the print version, I just say I need to move on, let it go.
I found another one of my vehicle assets. Really should put that back into the field day folder because like I'm probably going to need to use this one at some point. Get to the chopper!
Yes! Yes!
Go! Get out!
Go!
Get to the chopper.
Are you gonna put a Arnold spoof in your comic someday? Or you already got one?
Actually, the front cover of Field Day was actually inspired by a movie called The Last Action Hero.
Ah, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's actually what inspired the front cover of Hawk and Floor Adventures. You know where there's the explosion and
Yeah.
leaping forwards. So it's literally just a comic thumbnail, so like I'll just screen cap the. Okay. But yeah, it's like my favorite movie poster ever. So like, I actually did like a little homage to it. Come on.
Nice.
Just gotta. My brain needs to work. Okay. Here we go.
No problem. Don't worry, the bug is here to fill in the silence.
It's fine. This one was actually like inspired by the movie poster of Last Action Hero. You know where Arnold's jumping forward and he's got like Danny Madigan in his arm with a bag of popcorn.
Yes.
That's actually
I
where
knew that looked
Hawk's pose
familiar.
comes from.
I'm
The
like,
one
this
on the
looks
right
familiar.
is based. The one on the right, Flows, is based a little bit on the original Superman movie poster. It's like one part Last Action Hero, one part Superman movie poster.
Mm.
That's where like that's where this actual that's what inspired this drawing.
Nice. Like I saw it, I'm like, it just reminded me of something. I gotta ask him. Then I forgot.
Yeah, that's what inspired like the two poses. Because like Superman has like one where he's like leaning forwards like how Flo is.
Yeah.
And Hawks is like a modified version of Schwarzenegger's from Last Action Hero. It actually is meant to be like a homage.
Triangle nose.
My favorite movie, Last Action Hero.
Huh?
Yeah.
My favorite, it depends. I think I like The Man in the Iron Mask and The Descent.
Yeah, like this was the original movie poster from Last Action Hero, and that's like
Yes.
Hawk's pose from like Hawk and Floor Adventures. It's similar, but like
An homage
it's
to it.
original enough.
Yeah.
And I'll probably find the. I think it's from the original Superman film, the 1978 film. There's like one of yeah, I found it actually. Yeah, it is the original Superman poster. It was inspired by this.
The hand going forward, right? Or let me see.
Yeah, the hand going forwards. Blows
Yeah.
was inspired by this.
I just realized I have a One Piece laugh face right now. I accidentally drew it.
But like I modified Flo's pose a lot because like I thought it'd be funny if she was like holding like a drink in her hand. Because Hawk has like popcorn in his hand. It looks like they're sort of going to a movie.
Nice. Well, they are in a restaurant, so it makes sense. Or a diner. At the beginning of that.
Very nice. A lot of Hawk and Floor Adventure stories start off with them in like a diner or like a random restaurant. A lot of the storylines do genuinely start that way.
That's cool. It is a good starting point, though.
Yeah. Although Field Day started in Lacey's house.
Ooh.
Because we're going off brand because it's a crossover. That and when I very first came up with the series, one of my ground rules was actually don't have stories that take place in schools. And then Field Day ended up breaking that rule.
I mean, it's a crossover, though.
Off-brand crossover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta figure out some wacky scenarios because premise of mine is like he's a hero for clout, so he just does it for the ad rev. Kind of a spoof of the IRL streamers, but he's a superhero.
Yeah, like Youngblood tried to do that, but in the 90s, but never quite came together the way it could have done.
I think now with like modern era, it seems more plausible. That's like the whole concept. So it's gonna give me wacky adventures. Hopefully wacky adventures. Wacky fun adventures. But yeah, like originally it was supposed to be like a pilot, but now I'm like, I should flesh it out more. I'm starting to like it.
Yeah. Was just DM'd by a friend of mine. Just chatting to her real quick.
No problem.
Yeah. I can't actually see your live stream, by the way. I've just been like,
oh really?
In front of Autodesk for most of the time. Yeah.
Do you want me to share my screen to you, or just we keep doing screenshots?
I'm fine to keep doing as I am. I'm liking the chat. Is the honest truth.
No problem. But if you want, do you want me to do the same thing where I just share screenshots of what I'm working on?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right now I'm working on the yeah, but it really kind of looks like the One Piece laugh face.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, kind of now. This is the whole Tim Burton swirls for her hair. I literally did it because I'm like, I need something to like make her silhouette stick out. But it's a pain in the arse.
I might as well just share some of my vehicle assets.
Yeah.
For a little bit, because I draw them in a separate file and then show them anyway.
Right now, like, I'm just penciling, so I'm drawing over my rough sketch. And then I go back and ink it, so it's like I draw it 3-4 times. Ooh, nice card. I like the perspective.
This one I mirrored and forgot to mirror it back, so the license plates opposite direction.
Alright.
Yeah. In the comic, what I did was to save time, I actually just rewrote the license plate and then just blotted out the windows, so I didn't have to think about putting the driver on the right side.
Nice. I wish I could draw vehicles. I need to practice that more.
I don't know why, but I have a weird knack for them.
Yeah, some people just have a knack. I think it's just because I'm not interested in drawing mechanical things. And this is like a mech specifically, but not like a car or a motorcycle.
But yeah, this one actually is based a little bit on the A-Team van.
A-Team.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, come on. Here we go. Because like the original A-Team van was like, I think it was a Chevrolet. Not 100% sure.
That sounds right to me.
I only really know vehicle from a movie or a TV show I've seen, which is quite fun.
That looks like it to me.
But like, I spent ages drawing those vehicles. Like, dang.
I bet. I think I like perspective grid setup and painlessly like plan it out. I need like a bunch of references to draw cars because I just cannot remember what they look like when I'm drawing them, even though I drive one every day.
I literally just draw them separately in a different file and just copy and paste them into the comic.
Well, that's smart. I'm not that smart.
With vehicles, I'm not as worried about getting them exactly like the original drawing, so I just go all out and try and get them.
Yeah.
Image. Which is part of why my vehicles sort of end up with this sort of like detailed comic book sort of look. Because that's the art style I originally learned in.
Oh. Now you're really good at cars and vehicles. I think I'm maybe better at
draw a car or like a vehicle or something like that. I just draw it because it's like. Although this was a little different. This is actually my pinball asset. On the left is the pinball I used as reference. On the right is the one I for the comic. I'll show you that real quick.
With me, when it comes to vehicles, I find any excuse not to draw them. But I need to get over that. Oh, that's an optical illusion you're sharing with me.
Yeah. But yeah, one is the one I drew. It's. But when I say it out loud, it's like you can tell which. So like this, you don't have to guess too hard. But like I got quite close to the original pinball, so then I made it just look a little comic bookish.
Yeah.
On the right.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Took me a double take to figure out which one's which.
But like this was just used for like one panel.
Yep.
Just one panel in the background.
Was it all one's out? So you spent like a whole week drawing a city to only use for like 2 seconds in a video. I'm like, yep, I feel that. I understand that.
Like I have so many like assets because I ended up like drawing a lot of the panels separately and then pasting them in.
So I guess with Hawk and Flow, how long do you think it's going to take before, like how many years you still have left?
My entire life, if I'm lucky.
Oh, I'm just going to keep working on it until...
Yeah, if I keep going at the rate I'm doing, I think we might end up with 30 or 40 written books, but like the actual series has probably like at least 300 episodes.
Sheesh.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hawk and Flow adventures. If we just talk about like the scripts I wrote when I was younger, because I used to write them as scripts before doing them. Now I just draw them and wing it a little bit.
Like I learned how to do the script writing later on in my comic journey. I used to draw them a lot more.
Actually, I'll show something really fun. World Plaza City's been introduced.
Oh, what's up,
as well. Yeah, it's like one of like the central hub worlds. Because in Ice Cream Truck of Doom, there was no World Plaza City that hadn't been created yet. But like a lot of the future episodes, actually, they start in like this little city. Sorry, that's not quite right.
Let's catch up with chat real quick. Gal is here, and he says, "Hope the comic booking is going well. It is going very well. I'm learning so much Hawk and Flow lore." That's fine. I know what it's like.
Here's the gushing about your map if anybody wants to look at it.
That's the full map.
Yeah,
Plaza that's Plaza City.
Yeah, it's where Lacey lives.
I'll get there soon.
Hmm.
And you may or may not get some Lacey fan art. Since we draw the faces very similarly.
Yeah, you great minds think alike.
You said green minds think alike?
I said great minds think
I know.
alike.
It's a stupid joke I made. Yeah, great minds do think alike. We saw a cute girl, we said cute face.
Yeah. But like this map took me like a good couple of weeks to do.
I should draw out a map too, because all my adventures take place in a city, so I should have like landmarks to keep it consistent.
Yeah. This was actually it's a file formatted so it would work on Tapas, so I could upload it as an episode.
Oh.
Because of Thanksgiving, I had to like actually I had to reformat so I could fit it onto like, you know, because there's a width.
Yeah.
Limit. But I've also got some like fun little assets here, which is you see how there's like little arrows and like actual buildings and stuff when you look close.
Yeah.
I drew those separately and then put them onto the map. So one of them is like Castle Ilisaki mini golf, which is I'll just copy and paste it.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's actually named after a friend of mine. His name's Ilisaki. He makes a comic called Karamador.
Nice.
Yeah. And I sort of like based it a little bit on Takeshi's castle. And it's actually just like a little mini golf area.
That's cool.
And like there's all these different detailed drawings on that map where I basically did a full one, shrunk it down so it would be on the map. And it took ages, but it was worth it.
Oh yeah.
It was well worth it. And this one's one of my favorite ones. This is actually a location that's going to be used later for a story called Then the Aliens Invaded. That's like much further down the line than just the one day. But
nice.
And it's a place called Cherry Bean Farm. And a fun fact, coffee beans actually have a part called the cherry. They have different layers. Yes, there is a cherry in a coffee bean.
It's crazy.
It's a specific part of a coffee bean.
The more you know. The more you know.
Yeah, that thing in the background, I call it a dangler.
Dangler.
Yeah, they're these sort of weird spider monsters, like come out from the ceiling and like dive down. They're inspired a little bit by the lickers from Resident Evil.
I love Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's partly where the danglers came from. But then I thought, like, because I watched a lot of like B movies from like the 50s, 60s, or 70s, and they would often just have like a puppet on a string.
That is true.
So I thought it'd be funny if like one of the monsters that one of the villain factions use is actually just a puppet on a string, like literally.
Genius, quite genius. So many homages.
Yeah. My art style has a sort of literal look to it.
Quite literally.
So it kind of ends up making some of the stuff look goofier as a result. Like if I picture something looking how it does in my head, whether it's like meant to be like a puppet or like a bodysuit, it ends up looking goofier when I draw.
Oh yeah. Stoffamo says movies like The Friends Without a Fiend, or Fiend Without a Friend, or Face. Something about B movies.
Yeah. I've seen like Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's like a fun show.
Oh
Ah, another one of my vehicle assets. Just found one. This car actually just gets picked up by like a monster and just thrown. Well, an alien monster and just thrown.
Okay, he says that I guess the Fiend Without a Face is about a brain that attacks people. It's clearly just on a string.
Yeah. That's kind of the idea for the danglers. They're like these silly looking puppet spider monsters that just go off strings.
Nice. I need to watch
But
more
they
B
show
movies.
up in a future. They show up in a future installment called Then the Aliens Invaded.
And they were French. Like in Kung Pao.
Or Italian Spider-Man.
Yes. Forgot about Italian Spooderman.
I love how he just goes around with a shotgun.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Yeah. It was based on an actual rubbish film. I think it was like French Batman or something like that. And it inspired Italian Spider-Man. And the original Batman film, that one, was actually just Batman going around on like a bike in like a countryside.
Really?
Yeah, and it's nothing like Batman. He just goes around on a bicycle.
Why bother? Why?
I know.
You think they just made it because they knew it was going to sell no matter what?
Pretty much. I think so.
But now we have reviewers. Thank you, movie reviewers. You save us from bad movies. But you also promote bad movies, so it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I found my fighter jets. I usually don't draw planes, so this was like the first attempt I had at like drawing planes. I'll see if I can like get that for you real quick.
Yeah, and then I'll catch up on chat.
It
Gal
was done on a
says,
separate document again.
yeah.
Like,
The gal says, I was about to ask if this is a word I would not heard about because I can't imagine the word like fire in to be shortened to a fire. Okay, no, yeah, it's a typo. And then I'll imagine it could be like a campfire going out, and it could be another word for the fireplace. Wow, one typo created a whole new lore. All right, fighter jets, let's go.
How many comic artists have we got in this chat?
Well, we had Vamp for a while, but right now it's Stoffable and Gal. They're both video games. Gal actually is working on a Zelda-like RPG adventure, so he's actually drawing like panels for like for the storytelling.
Okay.
So yeah, they're launching it on Steam soon. I mean, yeah, on Steam, so you can wishlist it. It's called what's it called? Gulu Gulu's Island Adventure. And then Stoffel works on games. He works on mini games. They're mainly pixel artists, but yeah, they also dabble in the, I guess, visual storytelling. Yeah. I think Igni is wanting to do some comedy comics, so he started watching a little bit more just to kind of see my workflow every now and then.
The bottom one, it actually was a panel in the original Space Pack, but it was cropped more. So I actually guessed everything from about just outside the light that hits the floor.
That still looks good. I like the lighting.
So I guessed the original panel was literally just like where the light is up to the bin and like nothing else, like really small. And I had to like literally just guess what the rest of it looked like because I needed that specific perspective shot.
Noise.
I think I remember which chapter I originally took as reference for that. It was one of the earliest chapters in Space Pack. Might be chapter 3 or 4. Bally basically gets hungry and she goes to like a convenience store and she gets like a Slim Tim.
A Slim Jim?
Yeah,
spoof?
Yeah, it's a spoof on Slim Jim, yeah.
We love our spoofs of food here.
Space Pack has a ton of spoofs. It's part of why Field Day has so many spoofs. It's like it's a crossover with Space Pack. Because basically what happened is I had this script and it was like the actual idea of it was finished. It's like Hawk and Flow meet kids who are similar to them, and then like the school gets hijacked and they like bond with each other and they sort of like develop them as characters in a way.
Yeah.
But I found that Space Pack actually had similar sort of character archetypes to Hawk and Flow Adventures, which is why I ended up asking if Zephyr would be down for a crossover.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gal says the fact that this game is running means it's already farther along than any other project. I feel that video game development it's a lot of work, especially Gal's doing all of it, like the art and I think some of the programming.
Yeah. Yes, I found it.
Let's
I
go.
actually found the original panel that I used as... It was 2 different panels. So this one here is from Space Pack. This is the original panel. And the one up top is the one I drew from scratch. And that's like the original one from Space Pack. And then there was another one. One sec.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll just get like the other panel. It was based on 2 separate panels. Because I really wanted this perspective shot. So I like took the one where she's saying wait and the one where she sighs. And I sort of tried to piece them together. The ones with Bally Williams in them, Sephra was the one who originally drew them. But like the top one, I literally was me actually trying to guess what the outside of this convenience store looks like.
Look like. I was filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
Alright.
That top panel was... It took a long time, but it was fun to do.
Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna switch
that...
to standing mode. My back's starting to shrimp.
Yeah.
And the best investment I've ever had was a standing desk.
It's weird, like, Space Pack is finished. Like, that's actually completed on Tapas. You can read the whole thing from start to finish. But Bally and Friends, it's spin-off. That's still going. Yeah.
Might check it out.
Space Pack's at nearly 100,000 views.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a fun comic.
How long was it going on?
Space Pack. It's actually technically as old as Hawk and Flow Adventures, believe it. It's one of those where it was 2 similar series that like came out at roughly the same time by 2 completely different people. So like Last Space Wizard, when I very first tried that, I did it in November of like 2021. And Space Pack started in 2021. So like, they're both technically as old as each other.
Oh.
But like,
Stoffman says they know a good resource for drawing vehicles. Be sure to class.
Well, I do commissions for vehicles if anybody interested.
Nice.
I have a Ko-Fi and a Patreon actually, or I actually will draw vehicles if you want me to.
Ooh.
There is like just one ground rule though, like it can't be any just symbols or anything, because
okay,
I just stay out of like political stuff.
Same. That's kind of my ground rule when I do commissions. I'm down for anything as long as it's not political or anything illegal, per se.
Yeah, because like I actually got like one person who kind of he had this really weird idea, and I think he was like doing it as a joke. He just wanted to see like the most hideous vehicle possible, and I don't think there was like anything, you know, really sinister behind it or anything.
Yeah, it was more of a
I wanted to see like just this ridiculously ugly vehicle, the most ridiculously ugly vehicle possible, and like one of the requests he had was like to put the Confederate flag on it.
Oh no.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I had to like put a little disclaimer saying no religious or political.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I put that on all my commission sheets too, just to avoid stuff like that.
Yeah. Like the request was so strange. Like he wanted something that was a bit like the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard, but like really ugly. Like there would be like silver balls hanging from the bottom of the license plate,
Bro.
and like just really bad doors and all.
Let's see. Stockholm system. Say, look, I know of a real car that is designed kind of and sculpted to look like boobs. Anything you come up with there is probably uglier.
Yeah, like the actual request was funny. Like it clearly wasn't anything ill intent.
Malicious. Yeah.
It was just, I want the ugliest vehicle possible, sort of thing. But anyway, I gotta go, chat. It's been great having me. Sorry,
Alright, no
it's been great being here. Sorry.
No problem. Thank you for joining us, and if you ever want to do this again, I am down to have a drawing buddy whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm down to do this again at some point. Just let me know. I gotta go for dinner now. That was...
Okay, no problem. That's a good timing because it's almost lunchtime for me. So if you want to do any last minute promotion, because I will be posting this on YouTube, so...
Oh, really?
On the spot, let's go. Anyway.
Well, I'll give Sephora a quick shout out because she was really helpful with like field day, because you know.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Yeah.
She was the one that signed off on her characters showing up in field day, so it's like special thanks to her, you know.
Yeah, and tell your friends I am looking for more guest stars.
Yeah.
Well, if you got to go, thank you for coming by. This is the first time. I know we had to wing it. We had some technical difficulties, but we found a way. So one last check out Hawk and Flow Adventures by Pigeon. It should be on top of this, Webtoon, Comic Fury, and most other comic sites.
I'm not on Webtoon anymore.
Oh, you're not? Oh, scratch that.
No. Yeah, but still on Duck, Comic Fury, Tapas, Global Comics, and we have a rerun mirror on Namakomi.
All right.
The last one I don't consistently update as much because I'm already on a lot of sites, but like I will actually update it when I get a chance.
All right, Ruby.
Anyway, bye. Thanks again.
All right, bye. Thank you for coming by.